Hello and welcome to the world of pride. And I am your host, the one and only Kippy Love. Yeah, the kitty cat right there behind me, that's Snickers Love. And then you can hear in the background, you can hear, and that's Aspen Love, our white dog. And then our other girl's outside. But anyway, I thought I'd do a little snack review. I can't wait. Well, I got my empty container so I can put my snacks in them because I take a little nibble and then I save them for later. Well, we're going to start with, first we're going to start with our Ooey Gooey collection. Ooey Gooey. I think I got Ooey Gooey last time. I got 3 of them. I got the regular Buttr flavor. Then I think I got, what was the other one? Key lime. And I can't remember what the other flavor was. But I know it was a flavor of some sort. I can't remember what it was though. But anyway, I went to the convenience store that's right by my job. And I was like, oh, you got more Ooey Gooeys. So I went and got 4 more new Ooey Gooeys. One here is sea salt caramel. And it looks like this. Ooey Gooey. Then I got, cinnamon Ooey Gooey with butter in it. And then this one is the birthday cake style. Birthday cake, Ooey Gooey. And then, of course, everybody's favorite, the chocolate chip Ooey Gooey. So, I already know what chocolate chip tastes like, and salted caramel. So I'm going to go with the cinnamon one, because I don't really eat that much cinnamon, unless it's like cinnamon sugar on my toast, or maybe some cinnamon graham crackers, something like that. That's the only time I eat cinnamon. Smells good. It smells like cinnamon toast almost. These are made out of butter anyway, so I probably have a little cinnamon and maybe a little sugar in it. And you can see where it looks like it's got some cinnamon pieces in there. But I'm going to try a bite. Fresh, delicious. It's just like a soft pound cake type made with butter. If you close your eyes and you chew, it's almost like I said, cinnamon, like a cinnamon sugar toast pound cake, because it's real soft like pound cake, soft and moist and buttery. And then if you think about it, cinnamon toast is like, then you can, it's like not the crunchy cinnamon toast or the edge of the toast, but it's like if you ripped out the center of it and just ate the center of the soft toast with butter, cinnamon, and sugar on it. That's what it tastes like. But that one is the cinnamon butter Ooey Gooey. We're going to try the next one next. And we're going to go with, I don't get that much birthday cake, but maybe once, twice a year. So birthday cake is kind of different, but it's the birthday cake Ooey Gooey. We're going to open her up and see what she tastes like and smells like. Well, gotta open it up the right way so I don't tear it all out. Yeah, this one smells like birthday cake. It smells like frosting, and don't know if it smells like, but you can see all the different colored, sprinkles that go on top of birthday cakes. Mm, tastes like a regular vanilla, butter vanilla. Um, can't tell if it's like cupcakes with sprinkles on it or if it's like the birthday cake with sprinkles on it. But it's got some chew to it, like almost like a chocolate chip, where you bite into chocolate chips and it kind of crunches a little bit. Um, Now I can taste the sprinkles. I can feel them when I chew down on them. I can feel little light chews, like light little, kind of bites and stuff like that. But then it's like I think the texture of the frosting is kind of like maybe a little hard frosting. Sometimes when your frosting sits for a while and it gets a little crunchy on the top of it or whatever, that's kind of the texture I'm getting inside of there maybe little pieces of frosting, hard frosting or something in there, or maybe it's hard cake, because some people, don't know how to make cakes, and sometimes the cake is kind of hard and it's not soft and moist or whatever. So I don't know if it's giving me the texture of like hard stale cake, or if the frosting is got a little strong on the top, like a little hard on the top, maybe, and you get little crunches of something in there. But besides the little crunch in there that throws me off, it makes me think of like a chocolate chip. That's why I said it's kind of like a chocolate chip. It's got kind of a crunch to it, but it could be, like I said, hard frosting, because sometimes you get hard frosting on top when it starts drying out a little bit, or it could be, representing hard cook, hard cake. Some people don't know how to make soft cake, and sometimes it gets stale, after a while. But yeah, that's the but it's good. It tastes really good. It tastes just like a vanilla cream, cake, or a vanilla, made with real sugar or something like that. But that's the birthday cake version of the ooey gooey. Mm. Now we're gonna try the uh, we're gonna save the sea salt for last, because that's kind of a rarity. I don't eat that much salt. And plus I love caramel better more than I like chocolate chips. So I'm gonna use that one last. But this is the chocolate chip one, and each one, like I said, you can see on it, it does have pictures: cinnamon, birthday cake with a candle in it, and then the chocolate chips on here, the chocolate chip stuff. So we're gonna open this bad boy up and we're gonna see what it tastes like. Try and be careful not to rip it too much. Now the bottom of it has a chocolate look to it. It's got like a chocolate on the bottom of it there. You can see, like, if you give it a side view, you can see like it's got chocolate on the bottom, and then it's got the cake on the top. So it might be like maybe a fudge brownie type thing, like a fudge brownie style. Let me get it out of here without tearing it up too much. But it doesn't have much cake part on the top. See, it's more of it's like somebody made a super thick chocolate cake or chocolate cookie, and they basically just put a little layer of the cake, the white part, the yellow part. They put a really thin layer on top of like a brownie cake or something. But we're gonna try it and see what it tastes like. And it's supposed to have, it says chocolate chip, so I don't know if it's chocolate chip flavored cake, or if there is chocolate chips in there with the chocolate cake texture, and then the other part on top, maybe that's the buttered cake or buttered cookie or something. But we're gonna try it. It's got the chocolate flavor if you like think about it while you got your eyes closed. Um, it looked like chocolate chips were in there. Uh, Maybe I didn't get a good bite of chocolate. Here's one right here. There is a little bit of chocolate chips, but they're really, really tiny. Little tiny piece right here. So I don't know if I'm going to try just that little piece right there and see if I can taste the chocolate chip. I'm going to try to get just that little piece of chocolate on there. See, I got a little tiny piece right there. Almost dropped it on the floor. Okay, I do taste the chocolate chip. But, like I said, there's more brownie, chocolate brownie, than there is actually butter cookie or whatever. So it kind of throws it off. It does have the chocolate chips in there, but the chocolate chips are so tiny that you really can't really get that chew. You know, not like a real thick chocolate chip cookie where you bite into it and it's like crunch and you can tell it's the chocolate chip. These are so tiny that it's just like, you just barely, squish it with your tongue and you might taste it real quick and it's gone. It's not like a real crunch type, or a chewy, you know, chocolate morsel. It's not like a real chocolate candy bar style where you bite into you can tell it's chocolate. But see, you can see where how thin the cake part is compared to the brownie part. So like I said, if you think about the chocolate chip, you can taste the chocolate, and I guess with the crunch of the cookie, it gives you the chocolate chip consistency a little bit. But it doesn't actually say chocolate chip brownie. It says chocolate chip butter cake. And they all have butter cake on them. See? They all have butter cake on them. So it doesn't say brownie cake. See, if it was like a chocolate chip brownie butter cookie, then or butter cake, then it would be what it said. But it's basically said chocolate chip. And like when you look at it from that angle right there, you see it does have chocolate chips on it. You see the cookie, but it's not until you actually break into the back of it that you actually see the brownie underneath it. So that one's kind of misleading, but it's still good. But it just kind of misleads you, thinking it's chocolate chip, and you see the chocolate chip pieces in there, and you're like, oh, chocolate chip, and then it's like, ooh, it's got a lot of brownie in there, which drowns out the chocolate chips, and but that's I guess what they were looking for or something like that. They just didn't say what it was. It should have, like I said, a chocolate chip brownie butter cake. Then it would have been what it was. Now we're gonna try the last one here, the sea salt caramel ooey gooey, and it's got the caramel with the salt on top. So we're gonna try this flavor and see if we can, what we think about it, and get a piece of it here. It smells like butter cake, but we're gonna see if it actually tastes like salt and caramel. Mm. 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 No, I like that one. Mm. Now that one is a rich caramel flavor, and it kind of drowns out the butter cookie. I mean the butter cake, but you can still taste the butter as far as like you can tell butter is because it's got a little greasy flavor to the butter. You know, it's like butter grease or whatever, and you can feel the butter, the grease of the butter. The cake is really soft. It's not too much salt. I like this. It's not too much salt. And it doesn't really taste too much like real sea salt. I think if they added a little bit more salt to it, just tuned it up just a little bit on the salt, I would have probably been able to taste the salt and said, oh yeah, that's sea salt right there. I mean, it's just enough sea salt to where it does give a little tang or twang or whatever of salt in it, but it's not overpowering, which is what I like. I don't like like if somebody were to put salt in my hand and go, oh, that's salt. I can tell, But this here was kind of a maybe a sweet salt, maybe, and but the caramel was like really rich and yummy. So I would have to say I like that one a lot. I'm gonna give my pro and cons on them like I already did, but I'm going to go through and I'm going to say, like I said, I like the cinnamon one. The cinnamon one was good. It tasted just like cinnamon, soft toast without the crust around the outside. It would be just like you ripped out the center and you took a bite of it. It was really buttery. It tasted just like cinnamon sugar toast, or maybe a graham cracker or something like that. It didn't have that graham cracker, but it had that cinnamon flavor. Really good cinnamon flavor. Um, that one was delicious. The the second one I liked was the sea salt. Now this one here, it was sweet, like I said. It may have had some sea salt in there, but it just wasn't as salty as I would think sea salt was. But the caramel just blew me away. It was so sweet and yummy, and it was so moist and stuff like that. So it's kind of like this here was the cinnamon and sugar, and this was maybe a tie. Now, as far as the next one, now I didn't really like the crunchiness in there that made me think that it was maybe the icing had gotten a little hard after a while, or maybe the cake got a little stale and had a little crunch to it or whatever, because it did have some little crunches somewhere inside of the cake. And I don't know, maybe that could have been the crunch of the little sprinkles. It could have been, a bigger piece of sprinkle to make you taste the sprinkles. Maybe that's what it was. But it was too crunchy for a sprinkle. It was like too big of a piece of a sprinkle. It tasted like a chocolate chip would have tasted, like it had the crunch of a chocolate chip, like a firm chocolate chip, which would have made this one better if they had put actual bigger chunks of chocolate chips in it. Then I would have said, oh wow, I love the chocolate chip, because it had big chocolate chip pieces in there and they were crunchy just like chocolate chips. But like I said, the chocolate chips were so small and so soft that I didn't get no crunch. All I was getting was brownie, and it was not what the package said. So these were kind of like the letdown, even though this one was more flavored and it did have the crunch in there, which probably, like I said, could have been the sprinkle. So I'd have to say this was number 3. And then of course this one was number 4. I mean, it had good chocolate flavor, But it just, if you're gonna say chocolate chip fudge, they should have said, chocolate fudge with sprinkled chips, or little chocolate on there or something like that. So that way you would, whatever. But it said butter cake. But like you saw, it was like a piece of paper on top of the fudge cake, and so you weren't really getting a butter cake like the normal butter cake. But that's my video, and that's my would I buy these again? Of course, the caramel sea salt one, and the cinnamon sugar flavored one, I would definitely get them again. The other two, I don't know. I mean, the fudge. If I was thinking of getting fudge, then yeah, I would get it for the fudge. But the chocolate chip one, it just didn't have the chocolate chips in it. That made me upset. I was kind of upset. I was let down, basically. I wasn't upset. I was let down. But anyway, that's our video. Y'all have a awesome day and a perfect tomorrow. I'll catch y'all at Scratching Post where we can meow about if you say you're gonna put catnip in my butter cake, it better taste and make me forget what the heck I was saying. What? Oh, okay. Anyway, bye.